Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a love reading for you all. If you find this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. If you want a personal reading with me over the phone, I have a special running for $55 for 30 minutes over the phone. You ask as many questions as you need, okay? So you can always check the description box below for my email. If you want to order any of my services, any of the decks that I present here today, I'll let you know which ones I have created myself. You can always order those as well. I do offer tarot lessons, miniature altars, hair, body oils, t-shirts, my book, Ancestor Money. Let me know. Let's jump in. Knight of Swords. So somebody wants to come rushing in. What do they need to say? Somebody has a sense of urgency. They have a truth that they want to express. And they're very determined, is what I'm picking up here. So the Knight of Swords is clarified by, I knew from the moment I met you that we were meant to be together forever. It's not about them, it's about us. Somebody is very sure about you. And they want to rush in to tell you this. They knew from the very beginning that you was meant to be with them. From the moment that they looked in your eyes, they understood the assignment. Now, we have to see what was the problem, because they're reiterating it's not about them. It's about y'all. So there had to be some sort of third party outside influence that caused some sort of division. Now, that obviously could be family, friends, job, okay, or just their fear. Let's just see what actually caused them to not act on this connection when they first discovered your position, the Four of Cups. They didn't want to take it. Why? It's almost like they was focused on the spilled cups. They was focused on the things that just wasn't working out well for them. They could have been struggling with some form of depression. The cups on this table could represent, maybe some form of an addictive pattern or something that they were struggling with at that time. Let me see what I can get as far as what is this Four of Cups? What was plaguing them at that time? So I have the Hermit in the reverse. I have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. But see, in the upright, this will be like an addictive pattern here. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like at the time, because the Hermit in the reverse is like an energy of somebody, they're struggling being in isolation or being alone, or solitude is the best way to say it. They're struggling being in solitude and just sitting in their own company. They was very discontent and dissatisfied with life. I feel like they had surrounded themselves with multiple people, multiple choices. They might have been a player, like running from one situation to the next, never being still. They had not found anybody who moved them emotionally enough to actually settle down at that time. Just feels like they had a lot going on. But when they met you, you did something totally different. Why? What was it about you? So this may not have gotten off the ground to even turn into a relationship at all, but they knew who you were right away. What was it about you that changed this person's perspective? So I have the Five of Swords in the reverse. I have Temperance, and I have the Six of Wands. You didn't come in with this chaotic, combative, competitive, petty energy, okay? I feel like these are the types of people that this person could have surrounded themselves with, like this really unhealthy energy. And I feel like you wasn't willing to jump in on being like the pick me, right? You wasn't trying to prove yourself to this person. It's like you just stood out from the crowd. Something about your energy, you in a lane of your own, okay? And so Temperance just shows that there's a certain amount of balance. There's a healing nature to you. This person saw you as an earth angel. Like you came in and everything that you spoke, everything that you did, if you touched their hand, if it was something like that, it was like, it was healing, it was nurturing, it was soothing. It was just something about your energy that was just so serene and just peaceful. And they hadn't felt that in a long, long time. And I feel that they self-sabotaged it because they saw you as this earth angel And this is the energy that they were sitting in behind the scenes. It's like, if you only knew, if you only knew the person or the energy that they were sitting in at that time. I don't feel like that this is what they showed you though, okay? Because this person, they clean up very well. So they could have brought their best self forward, but behind the scenes, they were so unhappy. So unhappy. And I feel like in some cases they were over drinking and definitely sharing their sexual energy, but it caused a lot of drama, a lot of chaos, a lot of conflict, and you just was not the type. They didn't want to involve you in that. They did not want you to see that side of them, nor did they want to involve you in that because they put you on a pedestal, okay? So let me see. What else do you need to know? The moon is in a reverse, so they want to bring forth the truth. They don't want to hide this from you anymore. I'm trying to find my other cards here. Okay. So, oh, by the way, I am using my IC Tarot deck. This is my personal deck that I've created. So if you like these images, you can always order them, as well as my I've Got to Testify Oracle. This is also a deck that I've created, and you can order this deck as well if you like the images. Now, I want to see why do they feel a sense of urgency to come in now? Because this Knight of Swords is like they can't hold back anymore. They don't want to be in the dark or hidden in the shadows with these deep emotions anymore with this moon in the reverse. Like they've sat back, they've thought about you night after night, and they've kept this a secret for a long time. It came out fast. This says, people don't believe in me. I have two. This says, every time my phone rings, I hope it's you. And then you have, I wish you were here with me. See, the people that's around them, they don't give them hope. They don't support them. They don't lift them up. It's drama, right? The people that's around them, they're just full of drama. And I think they're tired of this. They're tired of this life. It does nothing for them. But you, like I said, your energy is very healing. It's very soothing. You show them that there's a better way. And they need that encouragement. They wish that you was there with them. And when their phone rings, they wish it was you. So that lets me know that y'all have not been communicating, right? It shows that there is not communication happening. But they want to come through, maybe because they realize that you're not going to reach out. That's probably what it is. They've come to the conclusion that enough time has passed to where they know that you know your value. And they honor that, right? It's not that they look at it as arrogance or anything like that, but they know that they sabotaged the connection when they had the opportunity to come towards you. So now it's up to them to come in and speak their truth. You are too nice and I don't deserve your kindness. You see what I'm saying? When they met you, like I said, your energy you were so sweet. You were so tender, just so gentle and so loving. And I mean, it was like a baby that was being cradled. And maybe this person didn't have that nurturing from their mother figure, right? Maybe they never felt that before. And so it was scary to just think that you could provide something that made them feel so at ease and potentially snatch it right from underneath their feet. Maybe there was a fear that you would eventually abandon them if you really knew the type of lifestyle or energy that they sat in outside of their short encounter with you, right? Because I don't feel like this was a long-term thing at all. Because it feels like a lot of these things that they was doing was hidden. So if you really knew this person, then you would know about this energy. But they just felt like you was too nice and that they didn't deserve you. So, but again, they saw you as an earth angel. So that makes a lot of sense. Look at that. I was just saying, talking about rejection. It says, I'm scared of rejection. They knew that you were the one when they met you. Because the energy, the feelings, it was just totally different. And I don't even feel like Because this man, I'm looking at this. His hand is right here by her waist, but he's not touching her. I don't even feel like there was a sexual connection between you and this person. It feels like they respected and honored you enough to not treat you like a has been or like a drive through, you know, um, here today, gone tomorrow type of thing. They respected you enough to not do that. Let me see, how do you feel about this person? Because how do you feel about this person? This says you are so different from everyone around me. So you felt also that there was something very unique about them. Okay. Um, Maybe it was based on what I was just saying, right? Because I just mentioned that this person respected you enough to not cross that boundary with you, knowing that they wasn't ready to give you what you deserve, which was commitment, honesty, and being persistent, right? With the growth of the relationship. So you might have felt like, dang, you just different. Whereas in the past, you might have had a lot of people who would come forward. Let's just say you're a divine feminine and you're attractive, and, generally with men, they might want to move too fast, right? They want to go from first base to fifth base within a matter of a few days, right? This person was very different, and not saying that you actually engaged with these people when they wanted that from you, but more or less you was used to them coming in with a certain type of approach that maybe turned you off. This person showed you a different side, and it's not because they didn't have that type of energy in them, right? Because they was already living that lifestyle. It's because they saw something in you that was too precious to taint, too pure to ruin. So they valued that. And you saw that they was very different. This says you've triggered me. So this person could have really awakened some things in you emotionally. Let me see. How will you feel when this person comes towards you to speak their truth? They could have triggered you. There could have been an awakening that you went through as a result of connecting with this person for however long y'all had your connection. They could have triggered some internal childhood wounds, right? Because I feel like they self-sabotaged the connection, and so that abandonment could have been triggered. And it forced you to have to go in and heal yourself, to nurture yourself, and to learn how to, find your internal peace and balance, right? But you evolved is what I'm picking up. It's like this person triggered your growth. They triggered your healing. There was some painful things that you felt, but you evolved out of it. So how will you feel when this person comes in to speak their truth? The Six of Pentacles in the reverse with the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You might be really stuck in your head because you might feel like you cannot reciprocate. Not because you don't feel the same way, but there's a reason. Let me see, why is the Six of Pentacles in reverse? You're going to be thinking about it. You're going to feel like, man, maybe you're going to be afraid of being mentally stuck again. I feel like at one point you might have been mentally stuck. I feel like you recognize this person as being a soulmate as well. But maybe these were words that went unspoken, or if you did speak them, this person did not give you the clarity, like they left you in the dark in terms of whether or not they felt the same way. Six of Pentacles in reverse is the Five of Wands. You don't want to cause some form of chaos or disruption. Why would chaos happen? The Two of Wands. It's almost like it's something that you would have to plan it out, the world. It could raise some sort of conflict, or it could draw like some sort of negative attention. Where you feel like you have to defend your position Why? What type of negative attention would this draw to you, though? The Queen of Swords? Oh, probably from the people that they was dealing with, because the Three of Cups is here at the bottom of the deck in the reverse, though. And the King of Pentacles is in the reverse. You might feel like it could draw in some sort of competitive energy if they still have different people lingering in their energy, or you might feel that there's a Queen of Swords or somebody that they're directly connected to that you don't want to have to deal with. Let me see something. Nine of Cups in a reverse and the Tower in a reverse. Yeah, it's like trying to avoid some sort of chaotic situation. So I feel like you may have a lot of questions. You may be very, very guarded. Very, very guarded. I don't feel like you're going to jump right in and be like, oh, that's so sweet. I love you too. And no, it feels more like, well, tell me, you're going to have questions. And I feel like based on the answers that you get, you might feel like it's still a messy situation in a lot of ways here. I don't know that this person has fully cleared their energy. That might be the issue. This says, I have been working on myself. And I feel like that's the thing. Like I said, you've been working on yourself a lot. And because you've been working on yourself, it's like you don't want to go backwards, right? This person triggered you, but they did trigger you to heal. But you don't want to feel like you're taking steps backwards just in case if this person sabotages again, or if they still have these energies that's lingering around them, or if they're just not really ready, but they just, they can't help but tell you how they feel. It's like, okay, what you going to do with that? I just feel like, let me see. It hurts so much. Why can't I move on from you? I regret what I did to you. Will this ever change? They got a lot of explaining to do. That's what I'm feeling. I don't think you're just going to melt in their presence. I don't. I think that you're going to be very, very clear. You're going to use logic over emotion. And you may come off detached to this person. It's not because you don't care about them. Let me just see, literally, how do you feel about them? It's not because you don't care about them. I feel like you're just, you're protecting yourself, and you have every right to. How do you feel about this person? Because they're having a hard time moving on. There's a lot of regrets here. The Nine of Swords. You care about them to the point where sometimes you overthink about the situation and maybe even have some anxiety when you consider having them back in your life, right? I feel like you do care about them a lot. Let me see. Queen of Wands and the Justice card. I feel like you're very attracted to them. There's a spark there. You want things to be balanced, but you want things to be right. You don't want just them coming in with words. You want them coming in, if you even want them, you want questions answered. You don't want them to just breeze over and act like it never happened. You want them to come in with honest intentions. You want to be clear about that too. But there's still a strong, passionate connection here. Very, very attracted to this person. That's too many. How do you feel about this person? The Strength card. You might feel like you just have to hold back. You got to restrain yourself, because in some cases you're so attracted to this person that given the opportunity, you probably would want to connect with them and to, be with them, because I mean it does feel like that type of situation. In some cases, if you have connected with this person sexually, if y'all did get to that point, I feel like this person was very respectful of your space. So if you say you just wasn't ready, they were respectful of that. If you opened up, then they were receptive to that too. It's like this person just, they didn't want to taint the relationship in any way, shape, or form. So they was very careful with how they moved with you. How might you feel about this person coming back in? I'm going to go ahead and close out in a minute, y'all. So this says, I've been searching for answers, trying to find myself and my purpose. I feel like there's so much more that I don't know. So I feel like, again, you're going to need a lot of answers. It's a lot of things that you need clarity about before you could proceed forward with this person. See, this is somebody I feel like you're going to be wondering, is that third party still lingering? Are they around anywhere? Because this person is going off, okay? It says, I guess you think I'm stupid. I know you're dealing with someone else. Tell the truth, okay? This person is crazy as shit. So you might just want to try to avoid some sort of chaos or conflict here. And that's another reason why you're going to hold yourself back, regardless of how strongly attracted you are to this person. You have the strength to restrain yourself and to not go all in, because you recognize that there's more that could come with this that could really take you off your path and disrupt your peace. So you may communicate with them. You may be very emotionally detached, but I don't feel like you're going to jump all in. The overall outcome, you're going to be seeking advice from someone. This says, you can't tell me who to love. I'm grown and I know what I want and deserve. So you might find that you talk to certain people and they're like, no, you don't want to deal with that person XYZ, but you might end up kind of feeling like, well, maybe it's worth, trying. That's my message for you all. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to y'all next time.